Assalamualaikum. Good morning. My year 1 SKRPR Jalan Astana. Today we have science with me, Madam Lina. How are you today? Today is Wednesday. So get ready with your science textbook and science activity book. Let's start. Can you open your textbook? Turn to page 17. Tolong buka buku teks awak, muka surat 17. Are we on the same page? Are you ready for the lesson? So today we have a new topic. Okay? Now, the topic for today is living things and non-living things. Maksudnya, benda hidup dan benda bukan hidup. Okay, now let's take a look at the picture. What can you see in the picture? I can see 3 humans, isn't it? A boy and 2 men. And I can see a robot and a cat. Now, the question is, what is the difference between robots and us? Apakah perbezaan antara robot dan kita? Apa perbezaan kedua-dua ini? Okey, dalam bahasa Sarawak, Madam boleh kata, apa beza robot dengan manusia macam kita tu? Okay, so now I want you to think, what is the difference between robots and us? Can you think of any answer? Apa robot boleh buat? Apa manusia boleh buat? Robot tak boleh buat? Okay, now let's check out my answer, whether the answer is the same with you. So let's take a look at the first answer. We can move on our own, but robot use battery to move. Kita boleh bergerak sendiri, tetapi robot perlukan bateri untuk bergerak. Betul sih? Betul tak? Okay, now let's take a look at the second answer. We can eat and drink, but robot could not eat or drink. Maksudnya, kita boleh makan dan minum, tetapi robot tidak boleh makan dan minum. Next answer. We can breathe on our own, but robot could not breathe. Kita boleh bernafas sendiri, tetapi robot tidak boleh bernafas. Let's see and check the next answer. We can reproduce, but robot could not reproduce. Maksudnya, kita boleh melahirkan anak, tetapi robot tidak boleh melahirkan anak. Do you understand me, kids? Okay, now let's take a look at the next slide. Okay, so now let's take a look at what is living things and what is non-living things. Okay, apakah itu benda hidup dan apakah itu benda hidup? So, slide yang seterusnya akan menunjukkan beberapa contoh mengenai tajuk ini. So, let's take a look at the translation atau terjemahan apakah maksud living things. Living things ialah benda hidup. Untuk pengetahuan anak-anak sekalian, living things atau benda hidup ialah sesuatu benda yang boleh bernafas, boleh makan, boleh membesar, boleh membiak. Okay? Dan mereka perlukan air, makanan dan udara untuk hidup. Okey. Untuk non-living things ataupun benda bukan hidup ialah sesuatu objek yang langsung tidak boleh makan, tidak boleh minum, tidak boleh bergerak sendiri, tidak boleh bernafas, tidak boleh membiak atau beranak atau melahirkan anak, dan benda bukan hidup selalunya sesuatu yang objek yang di sekeliling kita yang kita guna. Okey, jom kita mari kita tengok contoh yang seterusnya. Let's take a look at the examples. Okay, class. Which are living things? Which are living things? Which are non-living things? Yang mana satu benda hidup? Yang mana satu benda bukan hidup? Jadi mari kita sama-sama mencari jawapan dengan Madam Lina. Now let's take a look at the first one. Tree. Tree. Is it living things or non-living things? Let's take a look at the answer. Tree is a living thing. Now, let's take a look at the second one. Bird. Bird. Is it living things or non-living things? Take a look at the answer. Bird is a living thing. Now, let's take a look at the third one. Lotus. Lotus. What is the category? Living things or non-living things? Lotus is a living thing. Let's take a look at this picture. Duck. Duck. Is it a living thing or non-living things? Duck is a living thing. Now let's take a look at the next one. Hut. Pondo. Hut. Is it a living thing? Hut is non-living things. Hut is non-living things. Now let's take a look at the next one. Frog. Frog. Is it living thing or non-living thing? Can you guess the answer? Let's take a look at the answer. Frog is a living thing. Frog is a living thing. Now let's take a look at rock. 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 Is it living thing or non-living thing? Let's take a look at the answer. Rock is a non-living thing. Rock is a non-living thing. Now let's take a look at the flowers. Flowers. Can you guess whether it's living thing or non-living thing? Adakah dia benda hidup atau benda bukan hidup? Flowers is a living thing. Flowers ialah benda hidup. Now let's take a look at the next example. Okay. Now let's take a look at the next picture in your textbook. Sila tengok gambar seterusnya di buku teks anda. Okay. Now let's take a look at the first object. Aeroplane. Aeroplane. Is it living things or non-living things? Can you guess the answer? Aeroplane is a non-living thing. Look. Aeroplane is non-living things. Now let's take a look at the next one. Toy. 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 Is it living things or non-living things? Adakah dia benda hidup atau benda bukan hidup? Let's take a look at the answer. Toy is non-living things. Okay, now let's take a look at the next one. Car. Car. Let's see the answer. Car is non-living things. Car is non-living things. Let's take a look at the next one. Humans. Manusia. Seperti awak dengan Madam Nina. Manusia. Is it living things or non-living things? Benda hidup atau benda bukan hidup? Let's see the answer. Human is a living thing. Okay? Now let's take a look at cat. Cat. Is it living thing or non-living thing? Let's see the answer. Cat is living thing. Okay? Now let's take a look at waste bin. Waste bin, tong sampah. Is it living thing or non-living thing? The answer is non-living things. Okay? Now the last one, bench. Bangku. Bench. Is it living things or non-living things? Okay. Let's see the answer. Bench is a non-living thing. Very good, class. I hope you remember and know the difference between the non-living things and living things. Saya harap awak tahu bagaimana hendak membezakan benda hidup, living things, dan benda bukan hidup, non-living things. Okay? Now, let's take a look at the next slide. Okay, class. Can you open your textbook, turn to page 20, and the title is Characteristics of Living Things. Apakah ciri-ciri benda hidup? Maksudnya, apa benda hidup itu buat? Apa benda hidup itu perlu? Macam mana kita nak tahu benda itu ialah benda hidup? So, setiap benda hidup ada ciri-cirinya. Okay, benda hidup ada ciri-cirinya supaya kita boleh nampak sama ada benda itu hidup atau tidak. So, mari kita tengok beberapa ciri-ciri benda hidup. The characteristics of living things. Okay, so the first one is need water and food. Okay, class, look at me. Sebagai seorang manusia, kita perlu makan dan minum. Betul tidak? Kita perlu makanan, kita perlu air. Jadi, tanpa makanan, tanpa air, kita boleh sakit dan mati. So, seperti yang kita puasa sekarang. Kita mesti berbuka puasa pada pukul 7. Kalau tidak, kita akan jadi lemah. Betul atau tidak? Jadi, salah satu ciri-ciri benda hidup ialah kita perlukan water and food. We need water and food. Okay, so that is one of the characteristic of living things. Now, let's take a look at the second one. Breathe. Breathe. Maksudnya, bernafas. Jadi, manusia perlu bernafas. Benda hidup perlu bernafas. Itu adalah salah satu ciri. Kalau kamu tutup hidung, kamu tidak boleh bernafas, apa akan jadi dengan kamu? Apa akan jadi dengan kamu? What will happen to you if you close your nose like this and then you cannot breathe, isn't it? When you cannot breathe, kamu akan pingsan dan mati. Jadi kita benda hidup bernafas. Living things breathe. Now let's take a look at the next one. All living things grow. Okay? Living things grow. Tengok ni. Living things grow. Maksudnya, semua benda hidup membesar. Contohnya awak. Dulu awak baby kan? Sekarang awak sudah darjah 1. Once you are a baby. Now you are already in year 1. Means you are 7 years old. Cuba tengok badan awak. Adakah awak membesar? Adakah awak sekecil semasa awak baby dulu? Do you as small as when you are a baby? Now you are bigger, isn't it? So, living things grow. Cuba tengok contoh ini. Contoh ayam. Mula-mula dia telur. Okay, apabila telur menetas, dia menjadi anak ayam. Lepas tu anak ayam itu membesar menjadi seekor ayam dewasa. Okay, first the chicken lay egg. When the egg hatch, it will grow into a chick. When the chick grow, it will become an adult chicken. Isn't it? Begitu juga dengan tumbuh-tumbuhan. Tengok, mula-mula dia daripada biji benih. Lepas itu dia akan tumbuh 2 daun. Lepas tu dia tumbuh tinggi lagi, tambah lagi daun. Lepas tu tumbuh tinggi lagi, daun dia pun bertambah sehingga dia besar. Okay? Now, itu adalah ciri-ciri yang ketiga. Ciri-ciri yang keempat ialah bergerak. Move. Benda hidup boleh bergerak. Living things can move. So when you look at the picture, the boy is playing a football, isn't it? Budak lelaki itu tengah bermain bola. Macam mana dia bermain bola? Dia guna kaki, guna tangan. Betul atau tidak? Tapi adakah kita menggunakan bateri untuk menggerakkan badan kita? Tidak. Because we can move it by ourselves, isn't it? Right? Now let's take a look at this one. The birds. How do they move? Macam mana burung bergerak? Dia terbang. They fly, isn't it? Let's take a look at the tiger. The tiger runs very quickly. The tiger atau harimau berlari dengan laju. Okay? Right? Okay. Dan ciri yang kelima ialah reproduce. Maksudnya, benda hidup juga membiak, melahirkan anak, bertelur, beranak. Okay, seperti awak tengok dalam gambar rajah ni, when you look at the picture, there is a family of rabbit, isn't it? Tengok rabbit tu, dia ada anak-anak dia. Now look at the human, there is a baby. Okay, macam awak ada adik. Okay, right? Dan anak pokok pun juga membiak. Contohnya pokok pisang ni, ini adalah anak pokok pisang. So, benda hidup mempunyai 5 ciri. Pertama ialah apa? Memerlukan makanan dan minuman. Need food and water. Kedua, breathe. Bernafas. Ketiga, grow. Membesar. Keempat, move. Bergerak. Kelima, reproduce. Membiak atau melahirkan anak atau bertelur. Anak-anak murid faham? Okay, very good. Okay, yang seterusnya, bagaimana kita hendak membezakan antara benda hidup dan benda bukan hidup? What are the similarities between living things and non-living things, and what are the difference? Apakah persamaan antara benda hidup dan benda bukan hidup, dan apakah perbezaan? Persamaan maksudnya sama. Okay? Apa samanya? Okay? Perbezaan maksudnya apa bezanya? Apa yang ini ada, yang ini tak ada. Yang ini ada, yang ini pula tak ada. Okay? Itu maksud beza. Now, let's take a look at the picture. Look at the bird is flying to the nest. Tengok, burung itu terbang ke sarangnya. Yes, the aeroplane is also flying in the air. Aeroplane itu pun juga terbang. Jadi, apakah persamaan antara aeroplane and bird? What are the similarities between aeroplane and bird? Cuba cari apa sama. Dah dapat jawapan? Yes, betul. Kedua-duanya bergerak. Aeroplane terbang. Burung juga terbang. Aeroplane fly. Birds also fly. That is the same. Okay, so both aeroplane and bird can move. So what are the difference between aeroplane and bird? Apa beza antara aeroplane and bird? Apa yang samanya? Apa samanya? Boleh fikir? Okay. Bird breathe. Boleh bernafas. Bird need water and food. Boleh memerlukan air dan makanan. Bird reproduce. Bird bertelur. Bird grow. Bird membesar. Tetapi aeroplane, pernah awak tengok aeroplane bernafas? Tak pernah kan? Pernah tengok aeroplane makan? Do you ever seen aeroplane eat? No. Have you ever seen aeroplane drink? Pernah tengok aeroplane minum? No. Have you ever seen aeroplane melahirkan anak? Pernah tengok anak aeroplane? No. And have you ever seen an aeroplane grow? Pernah tengok kapal terbang membesar? No. Okay? So, birds breathe, need water and food, reproduce, and grow, while aeroplanes do not. Do you understand? So, what are the uh, kesimpulan daripada ini? Maksudnya, birds are living things. Aeroplanes are non-living things. Do you understand? Okay, I'm sorry for the pause just now because I'm thinking some answers. Okay, let's take a look at the next slide. Okay, kids, can you open your activity book? Activity book. Right now, I'm giving you time to open your activity book. Turn to page 13. 13. Muka surat 13. Sekarang cepat. Dah buka? Are we on the same page? Okay, so we are doing activities on living things and non-living things. So let's take a look at these exercises. The first thing is you have to write your name on the page. And then I want you to write the date today. It's 5th May 2021. Okay, have you written the date? Okay, right, now let's take a look at the questions. Let's identify, tick the correct answer. You have to identify which one is living thing and non-living thing. When you look at the first one here, it's a tree, isn't it? When you watch my video just now, you know tree is a living thing. So if you know the tree is a living thing, you tick like this. Do you understand how to do this exercise? Okay, after that, you have to do it yourself for the rest of the questions because you need to send it to me. Right? So now let's take a look at the next one. Let's take a look at the next exercises. Okay, so now turn to page 14. Right? So page 14. This one, you need to write the correct answer in the correct boxes given. So there are a few words that can help you. The first one is breathe. Breathe. Which picture shows breathe? Need water and food. Which picture shows need water and food? Move. Which picture shows move? Grow. Which picture shows grow? And reproduce. Which picture shows reproduce? So when you get the answer already, you have to write the correct word into the correct blanks. Now let's take a look at the first one. Breathe. Breathe. Which picture shows breathe? The first one, isn't it? So you have to write breathe here. Okay. Now I have the first one been done for you, but you have to do it yourself. This is a very easy exercises. Let your parents guide you how to do it, but you must do it yourself. Okay. Don't forget to write your name on the top of the worksheet. Now let's take a look at the next one. Let's take a look at the next exercises. This is quite hard, but I think you can do it, right? First of all, you have to write the date here. 5th May 2021. And don't forget to write your name here, okay? Right. So, Tick the correct answer. This is very easy. Tick the correct answer. Now, what is the first thing here? It's a snail, isn't it? The second one is a fan. Is a fan. First of all, you have to tick. Now, for this exercise, I will help you, but you have to write the answers yourself. Okay? Now, let's take a look at the snail. Look at the snail. Does snail breathe? Does snail breathe? Yes, isn't it? So you tick. Does snail need water and food? Yes, isn't it? So you tick. Does snail move? Adakah siput bergerak? Yes, so you have to tick. Does snail grow? Adakah siput membesar? Yes. Alright, next. Does snail reproduce? Adakah snail melahirkan anak atau bertelur atau membiak? Yes, isn't it? So you have to tick. Now, let's take a look at the second one. It's a fan, kipas. Betul tidak? Does fan breathe? Adakah kipas bernafas? No. So you don't have to tick. Right. Does the fan need water and food? No. Correct. Does the fan move? Adakah kipas bergerak seperti ini? Oh, bergerak tidak? Bergerak. So, you have to tick. Right. So, does the fan grow? Pernah tengok kipas membesar? No, isn't it? Does the fan reproduce? Pernah tengok anak kipas? No, isn't it? So, you compare a snail and a fan. Fill in the blanks with the correct answer. So, this is a snail and this is a fan. So, what is the similarity? Apakah persamaan antara dua? Tengok tick ya, nak ni sama. This one, isn't it? This one. So, you write in the box. Move. The snail and the fan. Okay, I have to erase this one first. And the fan move. Gini buat. Right? So what are the difference? What are the difference? You have to write about the snail first. Ini untuk ruang snail. So you have to write the snail breathe. Okay. Cuba tengok kipas. Dia tidak breathe kan? So you have to write the snail does not breathe. Okay. So the third one is, what are the differences between snail and fan? Need water and food. Kalau need water and food, awak kena tulis the snail. Ulang saja. The snail. Lepas tu salin yang ini. Okay. Need water and food. Lepas tu, the fan. I'm sorry, this is not snail. Should be fan. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, kids. The fan does not need water and food. I'm sorry, I don't have enough space to go there. Okay, so the rest you have to do it yourself. It's very easy. Okay, as long you tick it correctly here, you can do it in the exercises. And please ask me anything if you don't understand. I'm always here for you. Okay, Right. Okay. Now, let's take a look again at the characteristics of living things. Mari kita tengok lagi ciri-ciri benda hidup. So, the first thing is need water and food. Perlu air dan makanan. Breathe. Grow. Move. And reproduce. Repeat after me. Need water and food. Breathe. Grow. Move. And reproduce. Very good. So, that's all for lesson today. I hope you enjoyed the science lesson and I hope to see you soon. Alright, see you again. Bye. Salam sayang, Madam Lina. Bye.